There we go. That's right. First 2 times in a day. How about that, Vault? There it is. There it is. Yo, 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 my peoples. What's up? Sorry, man. Stuff got weird, dude. All of a sudden, none of my overlays wanted to work, like, after the stream started up. Love how that happens sometimes. Sometimes I'll check everything seems good to go, and then I'll start the stream up, and then everything bonks out. And it's like, okay, well, great. Good thing I tested everything first. But I basically 2-time rookie of the year. Perfect, dude. There you go. Well, I mean, it makes sense, dude. It makes sense. What's up, buddy? What's up, everybody? Yo, sorry that I had to take the stream down there for a second, but stuff got kind of funky, man, and all the overlays were not working. It was really, really bonked, so I had to restart stuff. That doesn't happen very often, but it was really jacked right now, so made sense to go ahead and get it fixed up. I don't know what it was. Usually if something like that happens, it's just a matter of telling everything to reload and it'll fix. It wouldn't work. So that's why I needed to take everything down and just basically restart everything. And it came back up. So here's to hoping no more issues on that front. We're going to do more X-Defiant today. Probably True's fault. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, no worry. Yep. I mean, obviously, right? Obviously. Yeah. She'll probably be around here after she finishes eating all her corn dogs. Yeah. We'll see. We'll see. Hope everybody had a great day yesterday. And actually, I'm expecting True to be in here for some more X-Defiant today. If anybody else wants to play, that's what we're going to do today. It probably won't be a super long day. I've got some things I'm trying to finish up before our anniversary stream tomorrow, so that I can have some fun things for everybody to check out and see, new for the channel and the community. So, not the corgis want to stay. Basically the same thing, right? Yeah. So we'll hang out a little bit. We'll do the news. We'll play some X-Defiant. Servers are much better than they were. At least I tried them out yesterday morning to see how server status was. Played a few matches and before I worked for the rest of the day, and they were pretty good. So the day it released, not good. Yesterday felt pretty solid. So we'll do some more X-Defiant today. We'll get a good taste of what the game has to offer together and have some fun with it, hopefully anyways. And that'll be the jam for today. Tomorrow is our 30-year anniversary stream. We're going to be playing the Colonel Sanders KFC dating simulator. Get ready for that. That ought to be a good time. We'll probably play a bunch of community games. We'll look at a bunch of, content from the past year, stuff like that. We'll just have a good time. I might have a few surprises up my sleeve for everybody, hopefully. Sounds spicy. Yeah, spicy chicken, spicy Colonel Sanders. It's going to be a good time. Yeah, I'll show you guys what that game is real quick. And then we'll start the news. Check it out. If you don't know what that game is, this is what we're talking about. I love you, Colonel Sanders, a finger-licking good dating simulator. This is what everybody has determined I needed to play for our anniversary stream this year. So I don't think it's a very long game, but this is one of the titles that we'll be playing to have some fun with tomorrow. Yeah, so get ready. It's supposed to be hilarious, and we'll have some fun with it, okay? And we'll probably just play a bunch of community games and stuff also. Have some fun. See what we can get into, all right? But that's the plan. That's the main game for tomorrow to have some fun with right there. Ought to be a good time. Let's get into video gaming news for today, May 23rd. And then we'll go play some X-Defiant. See how it feels. Cool? Let's do it. Arrowhead Games wants to be the next FromSoft. Those are great aspirations. Great aspirations. Lofty aspirations. I think they're on the right track. But to be as good as From for as long as From has been good takes a lot of, I think, solid foundation and integrity as a company in this industry. And not allowing the company to become overrun with the business-minded aspect of things. This is obviously what this is. It's a business, right? But when they become too focused on money and not enough focused on content, and the consumer and their employees, then these companies, they forget who they are. And From has always been good. From, for the most part, has always done a great job on that front. And so if Arrowhead wants to be more of the same as what From Software is, they need to do the same thing. They've got to be dedicated to the long game, man. This is always funny to me. People wanted to do the same thing with Pal World. They are doing the same thing with Helldivers 2. Helldivers 2 is losing players at an alarming rate. There's always an amount of, in multiplayer games, there's a huge, especially ones that are very popular and very good to begin with. There's going to be a huge jump in the player base initially. And then that's going to kind of tank before it levels off. Because it's really hard to maintain that number. Keep that amount of player base attention, if you will. And Helldivers 2 has done a good job of it. Pal World, even as an early access title, I think did a good job of it. But it's inevitable that until you get more content, as players are getting a bit, tired of the same content, they look for something else to play a little bit. And that's where this shift comes in. It's always funny to me that it's like, oh, Pal World's dead, or Helldivers 2 is dead. Look at the player base dwindling. It's like, come on, man. That's not what this is. Just chill out. Helldivers 2 is a banger. It's obviously player base is going to flux from its initial release. It's that time for it. Yeah, but it'll go up and down as they hit those peaks and valleys of new content coming out and then working on new content and stuff like that. Oh, let's hope they go the From Software route and not Blizzard route. Jesus Christ. PlayStation working on a new platform for free-to-play mobile games. See what that is. We also had a leak on the Switch 2 hardware that Soup gave us on Tuesday. Yo, do we have anything out yet about when the I like this song, dude. What is this? Smooth like butter. Yeah, oh, okay. So maybe we're not getting the showcase till a little bit later this year. I think last year it hit either on this date or tomorrow's date of last year. But maybe we're not getting it until next week at this point. We'll look at this article right here. Yeah. Days of play may coincide with show. That's what everybody's saying right now. Seemingly leaked. Let's see this. Okay, we'll look at both of these. That way we know when the PlayStation Showcase 7. PlayStation Showcase is always the end of May. We're talking about potentially next Tuesday. This coming Tuesday. Alright. So we'll keep that up. Details on PlayStation's Concord to be revealed the next 2 weeks. Yeah, that would make sense with their showcases and everything too. So we'll pull that up real quick. Vault, how you doing, buddy? What's going on, man? Jesus Christ. Woo! Right on, dude. I'm glad you're having a good time. I just hate EA, dude, you know. I played too much war games.
Shut your pie hole, buddy!
Yo. Played too much war games till I got invited to some CSGO war group. Whoa! You know who else plays CSGO around here, dude? 8-Row does. You guys might need to hook up and play some CSGO together, dude. What's up, Soup? I know it is, Vault. I'm not throwing shade at you for enjoying the game itself. That's more power to you. I'm glad you enjoy it. I just hate EA so much, dude. I hate them so much, dog. They're so gross. Call of Duty? Nah. Inside Out 2. Wait, isn't that a movie? Play it. Play the clip. See, that's another thing. Yeah, Vault. I mean... Soup, what are you talking about? What are you even talking about? At the end of what game, dude? You're on a tangent right now. Soup's flipping jacked out of his mind. Alright, yeah, let me see it. Wish I could transfer the DLC I bought on Xbox PC, but it's EA. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing I talk about, all the time. It's just ridiculous, really, for all these developers and publishers that want to be multi-platform. But then it's, if you own the game on multiple platforms, it's like, or you own multiple platforms and you own the game, why are you having to buy it or its content multiple times, right? Yeah, dude, Vault, that's the way I feel half the time. You're a tangent. You're a Mick tangent, dude. You're a Mick tangent, dog. You don't know. Yo, Soup, you gonna play X Defiant with me and True today? I will say that Soup does have shooter skills, dude. Yo, get wrecked, nerds, dude. Yo, Yo. Yo, you're actually, I mean, as far as revenue goes, you're not wrong, Soup. Yo, Withering Waves dropped, by the way. Withering Waves dropped. You have all 3 plus Switch. Well, hey, dude, I guess that's just winning then. It would be winning if you know, you didn't have to deal with the double, triple, quadruple dipping like we're talking about, right? Vault, how gross is that, dude? You own the game. Why should you have to buy it again on a different platform? It feels so terrible, dude. Nothing to play on Xbone? You're so full of it, dude. We all know you have an Xbox-themed kitchen. You can play that game all you want, Soup, but we know better. Maybe, yes, yeah. You need to play. Soup, actually, dude, Soup's got the... anytime I played shooters with Soup, Soup's on it, dude. You can tell that Soup plays shooters quite a bit. He's got skills. Whereas I don't play shooters very much, so I'm usually getting carried by Soup, you know what I mean? Closet Xbox fan for reals, dude. Yeah. Yeah, no doubt, bro. Yeah. Not no. Yeah. I thought you were getting me a link, brother. What's happening? All right, let's keep going, dude. This is funny to me, dude. Neil Druckmann says new Naughty Dog title could redefine mainstream perceptions of gaming. Isn't this what, like, all of these big studios are trying to tell everybody nowadays, right? Let's go, Vault. What is this, dude? Oh, this is Call of Duty bullcrap. Brother, give me a break. Look at this. We hope this finds you healthy and well. On our end, we find ourselves reflecting, more grateful than ever. The people buy our piece of crap game. Grateful to you, our fans, for always inspiring us to crunch, develop games, to create, to imagine, to tinker and test, to build our most ambitious game yet. Grateful because, like you, we've never really experienced a year like this one. We were inspired not only because our most recent release was a hot piece of garbage and this community still bought the game, but because they also deserve the best even though we deliver the worst. But because a sense of community is more important now than ever. And we know that because without the community buying our trash-ass games, we would die as a business. So thank you for standing beside us even though we create trash for you guys year in and year out nowadays. And thank you, Activision and all our creative partners, for your commitment amidst unprecedented uncertainty. More than anything, we're grateful to be making games this year because really, we probably shouldn't be with the pieces of crap we've been pushing out. And now, we're thrilled to finally join you online as we've been right beside you offline. Let's gear up. It's time to play some more trash-ass games. Treyarch, Raven, and Partner Studios. Oh, man. It doesn't mean it's a good game, dude. Yeah, they've had a lot of people. I mean, most big studios have a ton of people working on a ton of games. You know what I'm saying? You know, the games they push out, they have a ton of people work. Doesn't mean they're great games. Let's see it. Yeah, we'll take a look at it, dude. We'll take a look at it. It already has been, dog, and it's way better. It's called World. flipping winning, dude. Let's go. Pal World for the win. Pal World. Let's go. Yeah, baby. Oh, I love it, dude. Pal World is GOAT. Yeah, there you go, Vault. See, real gamers know. Real gamers know soup. Yeah, look, I mean, dude, on the reels, let me be for reals right now. For all the people out there that are just hung up on the fact that they can't get away from Call of Duty because it's called Call of Duty, I hope their games continue to get better. Because this crap they've been releasing here lately is not good. And it feels bad for the fans of the game, and the series, and the franchise, the IP, whatever, right? It feels terrible. It feels terrible that they're willing to rush out a game, not worry about its content, create a piece of garbage, and push it out because they know people will buy it because of the name that's on the box. That feels terrible. It feels really, really bad. The thing that's also terrible about that kind of thing when that happens is that the people that buy those products and keep supporting those products, you're supporting companies that obviously don't give a crap about you, right? They don't care enough about you to put any kind of thought, heart, care into the product that you once loved. So why should you keep supporting them? If they're not going to take care of you, why should you take care of them? Right? So, I mean, look, I hope Call of Duty gets better. But it's been on a downward trend, I think, for a bit. There have been some decent ones here and there over the recent-ish history of it. But it's not the Call of Duty that it once was. Let's be real honest here, okay? And to see what they did with something like Modern Warfare 3, where you have developers, individual developers, even coming out from underneath the company, the developers themselves, and saying, they rushed us. We were supposed to have way more time to work on this. You know, this was terrible. This is not the product we wanted to push out, but the company made us do this. You know, that is bad. That's a bad company, man. It's a bad company. I don't care what subsidiary is underneath them working on it, whatever. The main thing is that it's Activision Blizzard at the top, and they're the ones making the decisions about what these games end up being. You've got to understand the way that works. So, yeah, do I meme a lot on Call of Duty? Yeah, I do, because of what it's turned into and because of who's at the top of what this title is. You know? I want it to be good. I want it to be better for the fans of you know, this game, these games, and this IP and franchise. I want it to be better. But, dude, I have lost my love of Blizzard a long time ago, and by proxy, Activision is a part of that. You know, Activision was once upon a time my favorite developer, and I won't play their games anymore. So, I mean, it's just, it sucks to see these businesses turn into this. You know what I'm saying? And I know that we meme, we you know, kind of jest each other a lot about this kind of stuff, but on the reels, this is a scummier look at what happens to us as consumers in this industry, right? When these companies get so big that they feel like they cannot fail. They don't care what they push out because they feel like they're too big to fail, right? They quit caring about their employees. They quit caring about their customers. They quit caring about their products because they feel like the names they have underneath them are too big to fail. That sucks. And that's bad for us, man. People have to start realizing how bad that is for us as gaming enthusiasts and consumers of these products. But we will look at this, buddy. Well, yeah, I mean, and that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. They used to have a competitor to an extent, which was Battlefield, but god dang, dude. DICE and EA absolutely, you know, took themselves out of the conversation on that one. But look, I mean, here's the thing. Call of Duty's not that much better than Battlefield nowadays, right? So that's why, for me, I'm always, you know, people are like, why don't you just play Call of Duty? Why don't you just play Call of Duty? Because of what the gross state is of the developer, publisher of that game. That's why I'm always looking for something different, for people to be able to dive into and try and maybe find something better than what Call of Duty has turned into. So you want to say they don't have a competitor or anything, but in large part they don't. Nothing of that caliber, right? They don't. But are you looking for anything that could compete with it for you on the same level, or are you just conceding that there's nothing there without looking? That's the problem, right? Are people looking for anything that could replace it for you as a gamer, to not support a company that's willing to do that kind of thing to you? Or are you just conceding the fact without even trying to find anything and just going, well, there's nothing else, I'll just play COD? That's why I try to find alternatives for people, right? I try to find alternatives for myself so I don't have to support those kinds of companies that I don't feel comfortable supporting, and for the people that are part of this community or watch our videos or anything like that, to go, maybe there is something worth trying out there that could be better, you know? That's the kind of mindset I feel like people have to have nowadays when you're addressing these companies like EA, Blizzard, Ubi, you name it. Any of them that feel like they've gotten too big to care anymore, you have to be willing to find alternatives. Oh, what is this, dude? Well, we'll see about this one. Yo, I'll look at this too. Thanks, Soup. Yo, I can't believe I didn't get one of these, you know? Now, here's the thing, buddy. Here's the thing. You go ahead and get hyped up about that, all right? You go ahead and get hyped up about that. But saying you want to do this and actually delivering on this premise are two totally different things, right? So we'll see. But I'll believe it when I see it. You know how often we hear this come out of developers and publishers and it doesn't hold true? I've been baited way too many times to believe this before I see it, man. But we'll read about it. What up, True? You ready to play some games today, True? You should have just nailed me with it. You should have just nailed me with it. Yeah, sorry. I already hit you with a corn dog meme, and you weren't even in here yet, so I deserved it. Shh. You like that? What a reject. What is this, dog? Let's pull this up. For what? For what? Who is this? Dog, this tells me nothing. This is for Rockstar? GTA 6? Is this just GTA 6, or is this for Rockstar as a company? Oh, Jesus. Yo, Soup's trudging around in the trenches of Reddit, dude. Oh, no. No wonder he's always inciting violence. Take-Two's budget. That's what this is. Yeah, I'll leave it. I'll leave that. We'll take a look at that with this. Take-Two. That's Take-Two's budget, dude. That's Take-Two's budget. So that's not just Rockstar either. That's Take-Two, their parent company. So we'll take a look at it, dude. Thanks. No, it's not just. This says Take-Two's budgets, dude. Whoa, let's go, reject. You telling me that you read the comments and take it as people know? You take it as factual information? Brother, you're one of those people that spew misinformation all the time. By the way, this nowhere on it anywhere says anything about this actually being... You know how easy it would be to make this? We have to take this with a grain of salt. This little snippet right here says nothing about being officially from Take-Two, officially from Rockstar, officially from GTA 6, anything like that. And you want me to take a comment from a Reddit, a subreddit, as factual information? Brother, come on, dude. Get out of here. You know better. When is this from, dude? What? Why? February 8th? This is old news. I will look at this. But don't try and give me a Reddit post, a subreddit post, and go, look at the comment. And try and act like I'm going to take some comment from some Reddit troll as factual information, dog. You've been here long enough to know me better than that. Come on, man. All right? We will take this with a grain of salt. But I'll look at it. God dang, dude. Yo, wait. Why are we not doing this, dude? For reject. We're good, streaky! Yeah. That's the problem with people nowadays, dude. People be hanging out in, like, places on the internet like Reddit. And somebody makes a comment, and somebody else looks at it and goes, yep. And then they go regurgitate that information with no fact checking or anything. You know? Well, I heard it on Reddit. It must be true. Get out of here, bro. Come on, man. Stop it, dude. What is this? What do you want me to take away from this, dude? This? What? What are you talking about? I have no idea what you want me to take away from this, dude. Other than maybe this, product releases. It says fiscal 25. That's because we're in fiscal year 2025 right now, dude. Yeah, I see a lot of numbers, bro. That's because fiscal years and calendar years are different, dude. You're talking about the difference between a calendar year and a fiscal year for businesses. So, The fiscal year for 2024 ran from April 1st of last year to March 31st of 2024. We're now in fiscal year 2025, which started right on April 1st of this year. So we are almost 2 months into the 2025 fiscal year for the video gaming industry. I have to explain this a lot to people, because it is weird. It doesn't, and you would figure that, like, with the majority of the fiscal year being in the calendar year, it would make sense for those numbers to coincide, but they don't. They kind of overlap. So it's like, you know, we just finished fiscal year, which what fiscal year means is the calendar year from April all the way through March of the next year is where all the businesses in the video gaming industry count all their money up. They do all of their number, you know, calculations and stuff like that for expenditures, revenue, you name it, right? And then now we're in fiscal year 2025, even though we're still in calendar year of 2024. But the reason we're in fiscal year 2025 is because we will end fiscal year 2025 on March 31st of 2025. I know it's hard to wrap your head around, but the more you're in the industry and the more you talk about the business side of it, and you understand that that's the time frame that they do their business and everything, you understand why certain things line up the way they do with releases, and you know, you just get more acclimated with it. So that's the best I can explain it. I do it every once in a while to keep people on top of understanding how that works. So it's just one of those things you have to understand. So basically, the final quarter of the fiscal year for 2024 was the beginning of this calendar year, right? And the second quarter of this calendar year is the beginning of the 2025 fiscal year. That's the best I can do for you, man. It's something you just have to learn and know and continue to keep track of, you know? We've already got this kind of stuff up. Yeah, we've got that up as well. We've already talked about this. Yes, you're getting a heavier paperweight that will hold down more paper, okay? Yes, 60 full paper stacks. Yeah, to hold down 60 full paper stacks. That's the difference. So the PS5 Pro holds down 60 full paper stacks as opposed to the regular PS5, which holds down 30 full paper stacks. I can't even straight face that. Oh my god, dude. Story trailer for Shadow of the Erd Tree, dude. This is coming soon. How long? I wonder how long this video is. What is this? What is this post, dude? Great job, Game Rant. Trash. No. Most gamers think everyone else is a toxic smurf, but really it's just Stoop. Soup. We already talked about. I don't even like gaming Bible. Get wrecked. Who cares? Atari has acquired Intellivision brand. We'll take a quick peek at that. No, I'm not. Who cares, dude? Who cares what the new logo for the new Call of Duty game is? It's not worth diving into. You guys are a trip, dude. Oh, Jesus Christ. Respawn is such a mixed bag, dude. Respawn's apparently hiring for a new multiplayer FPS project. Respawn does Apex, if you didn't know. They also do the Jedi games, which have been hot bags of garbage on release. So, I don't know, man. You know, Respawn did the Titanfall stuff. That's where Apex Legends is out of the Titanfall universe. They've done some good stuff. They've done some terrible stuff. Content-wise, Jedi games are great, but their releases are atrocious, you know? Wait, what? What are you talking about, Soup? Wait, what? Huge server. Oh, for a Twitch channel? Oh yeah. Yeah, I know. We kind of do. Explain yourself, Soup. We just need an explain Soup emote. Yeah. Okay, well, see, that makes more sense. You leave out key details about. You just go into this like. You go into these rants, dude. These tangents of talking about something that you just pulled out of left field. And, like, there are key details left out. And we're all going, wait, what happened? Out of where? When? Where did this come from? You know? Where did this even come from, dog? So we're trying to puzzle together pieces of things we don't even have, you know? We just want we just want to know what exactly we're talking about. Oh, Jesus Christ. Saudi Arabian Wealth Fund. That's not great. Soup's always way out in left field, I know. He's out there, you know, he's supposed to be playing baseball. He's out in left field, supposed to be playing baseball. Instead, dog, he's got his Venti outfit on. You know what I'm saying? He's got like a bug net for catching flipping fireflies. You know, yeah. blowing on a dandelion, you know? Doing all kinds of crazy stuff out there. He's like, what's baseball? He doesn't even know he's in left field. You know what I mean? He doesn't even know what left field is. Excuse me. Yeah, we've already talked about that. Mattel and Outright Games reveal multi-year video game partnership. We already talked about the release of Senua Saga 2. It was exactly what I expected it to be. Soup. Who cares about Rise of the Ronin? Wasn't that game like really mediocre? Here, Soup, I got you. Here you go, dude. Now you're backseating me, and now I'm not putting it in chat anymore. Now I'm not going to put it in chat anymore, because you're backseating me, trying to tell me what to do. There you go, brother. I'm just messing with you. Sauce. I need the sauces, please. There you go, brother. It's there in chat. I'm just messing with you, dog. New Death Stranding 2 update from Kojima. Nintendo is adding new Paper Mario 1000-Year Door rewards ahead of release. Take one more look. One more page here. Yeah, I've got stuff up from Soup on some leaked info from apparently the shipping of Nintendo's new hardware. We're gonna take a look at that. Did you already give me this, the teaser? Yeah, we got it in here, right? Yeah. We'll read about this in here, what Soup gave me. We've got this up as well. Wait, gameplay footage of the next major title. This is that, okay, we'll take a look at that. And Elden Ring released a story trailer for Shadow of the Erdtree. Do they actually have this embedded? Jesus Christ, dude. Well, we'll see if we can find it on YouTube. Let's get into this. Here we go. We got, these will be our articles for the video gaming news segment today, and then we'll go play X Defiant with anybody that wants to play, man. Yeah. We'll have us a nice little shooter day. It won't be a super long stream, as I've got some stuff to try to get finished up before the anniversary stream tomorrow for you guys. You lovely peoples. I'm trying to get some things done. I wouldn't be as crushed for time had I not had these vacations right now in April and May, but it was a little bit brutal trying to get caught back up on content as well as get things done for the anniversary. So I've got some work to finish up tonight before we do the anniversary stream tomorrow, so I can have some fun things for us. Okay. A $1,000 giveaway. Yeah. I would love. I mean, dude, real talk. I would love to get to a point where I could just give away components, give away like a giant PC at like the anniversary time and maybe at Christmas time every year. So, dude, if the channel became lucrative enough, channels, it all became lucrative enough, I would absolutely do that stuff all the time. We would do charity streams all the time. We would, that's like kind of end game goals for me. I would love to be able to do that stuff. I want to be able to give back as much as possible. I give back, as much as I possibly can right now. And I would love to get to a point to be able to do that. Same thing I've talked about, like doing anniversary streams where trying to hold some kind of like in-person event where we just do like a LAN setup and play games together for a long weekend or something. That's another thing I would like to do, and to be able to put it on myself without other people having to incur very much cost to get there, be a part of it, stuff like that. That I would love to be able to do that for people, that are part of this community. I really would, but we're just not at that point yet. Charity is cool. We actually, dude. I mean, my wife and I. And kudos to her. I mean, she's really been the lead of it. But we've given to our entire marriage, relationship, all that stuff. We've given to a lot of different charities and stuff like that. We always have. It's not, something that I talk about or, showcase on the channel very much. But that's just something personally. As us as a family and as a in our relationship, we've done. We've got many charities that we donate to, like St. Jude's, stuff like that. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah. There are a lot of bigger channels that are able to do like nice big charity streams. Like that's one of the reasons that I promote Games Done Quick all the time. I promote Games Done Quick all the time because they do great work for organizations like Doctors Without Borders and some cancer organizations and clinics and researchers and stuff like that. And Games Done Quick, they have they should have like a need to donate to Vault charity. So there's a lot of great organizations out there that do charity stuff, and it's a tough thing though. You got to be very careful because there are a lot of organizations out there that also promote themselves as charity organizations, non-profits, and then their CEOs are making millions on millions on millions, and a lot of their money doesn't go where it's supposed to go. You got to be very careful. So, but I'm about that life, dude. I'm about trying to help other people, raise up other people, and help more people have a better life and stuff like that. My wife and I have never been real wantful people. We're more about just being thankful for the things that we have. And we've always been very fortunate. I'll say that. We've always had clothing and shelter and good food and stuff like that, and not everybody has that, and I think that's the way we tend to look at the world and life, and so for us, as long as we have those things and we have each other and our family, our kids, and we're healthy and stuff, dude, then life's good. You know what I mean? And we're not real wantful people outside of that. We enjoy the fact that we have the necessities, and we've always, I'm sure, had more than what we needed, and we have each other, and that's a beautiful thing, man. We're very fortunate for that. Need to donate to Activision? Well, there's no doubt that you do that, Soup. I think you're already leading that charge there. Gameplay footage of Valve's next major title has seemingly leaked. Deadlock, set to be in closed alpha testing. Gameplay footage of an unannounced Valve game has seemingly leaked. Images of the game, which we've already seen, reportedly showed a 6v6 third-person shooter called Deadlock emerged last week alongside the first details. According to well-informed Valve enthusiast Tyler McVicker, hundreds of people are currently playtesting the title in closed alpha, which is where the video below seemingly originated from. This is meant to be Valve's next major competitive game. The next Counter-Strike, the next Dota, he said. It's hero-based, it's class-based, it's very personality-driven. This is Valve attempting to bring together all of their community under one umbrella. Let's see this. Is it? Hey, it's still there. This might get cut out of our news segment when I upload it to YouTube and stuff because Valve might DMCA this. But let's take a look. We got a minute and 15 seconds here of looking at Deadlock, which apparently was formerly called Neon Prime. And there are 19 plus heroes currently playable in the closed beta. Let's take a look. You guys hearing anything? No, I'm getting no audio out of it. That's what I was thinking too, Reject. Very closed. Yeah, nobody else in there. But it's more than what we've seen so far. Yeah. I mean, the video, dude, there's no output for the video coming out of OBS or anything. I'm not getting any audio output. It doesn't seem like there's actually audio in the video. That's the problem. That's all we got. That's all we got. So I don't think there was actually audio in the video, guys, at all. I was showing no output in my OBS. I was getting nothing. I don't think there was actually audio in that. Bro, you have a bunch of 8-year-old kids running around with cigarettes hanging out their mouths. Look at this, bro. This is too much, dog. The people are so wild, dog. So funny, dude. Oh my god. Look, this still isn't very much, you know what I mean? But it's more than what we've seen so far, so I guess that's your look, you know? The leaked video shows the character traversing the map using a handrail system reminiscent of Bioshock Infinite. We already knew that was in there. Before running around and firing off their weapon, it then provides a look at the character selection screen, which includes 19 playable heroes. According to McVicker, the game has been in development since 2018, features tower defense mechanics, and has a fantasy setting mixed with steampunk. Yeah. Not a lot more new on that front, but we'll keep our eyes and ears peeled for it, man. Does my mic sound okay today, guys? Let me know if it sounds weird. Elden Ring releases story trailer for Shadow of the Erdtree. The upcoming Shadows of the Erdtree, Elden Ring's highly anticipated DLC, gets an exciting new story trailer. So this doesn't have the trailer in it, but what we will do is go to YouTube. Knock it off. Perfect. There it is.
Peggy 16.
Peggy 16.
Mikula the Kind spoke of the beginning.
Haterade.
The seduction and the betrayal.
Soto hit 2 bombs last night. By the way, the Stars start their series tonight.
An affair from which gold arose.
Speaking of sports. Anybody playing this on release? I know Tinwin is.
And so too was Shadow born. What followed was a war unseen. One that could never be put to song. A purge without grace or honor. The tyranny of Mesmer's flame. And so kindly Mikula would abandon everything. His golden flesh, his blinding strength, even his fate. But we are not deterred. We choose to follow. Will you walk with us?
One month away. A lot of people are hyped about that, man. Cool. There you go. Atari acquires Intellivision brand. All right. So, purchase of Intellivision trademarks and games unites competing brands from the 70s and 80s. So, Atari, one of the world's most iconic consumer brands and interactive entertainment producers, announced today it has purchased the Intellivision brand and certain games from Intellivision Entertainment. Intellivision will rebrand and continue its business of developing and distributing the Amico brand game console with a license from Atari to continue to distribute new versions of the Intellivision games on the Amico console. Atari will seek to expand digital and physical distribution of legacy Intellivision games, potentially create new games, and explore brand and licensing opportunities as part of a long-term plan to create value from the Intellivision properties. Uniting Atari and Intellivision after 45 years ends the longest-running console war in history that everybody had forgotten about. Purchase includes the rights to more than 200 titles from Intellivision portfolio and the Intellivision trademarks. That's what you need to know, I guess. All right. The big rumor. I don't know. Probably not yet. I don't know that I came across the big rumor. I don't know what that would be in specifically. Buddy, what's up, man? Mattel and Outright Games Oh, that's been something that's been talked about on and off for a long time, actually. But if it's coming up again, Jesus Christ, please don't let it happen. Oh my God. This is not the first time that rumor has come about. That's been something that's been brought up a number of times throughout the past number, of years, 5 to 10 years. There's been discussions of Microsoft wanting to buy out Valve. God, Jesus, please don't let it happen. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly why my sentiments were exactly that. Yeah. No, I didn't come across anything in the news specifically this morning, but again, that's not the first. This definitely would not be the first time that we had heard that kind of thing. And I mean, look here, this is, the world of video games. These businesses are always testing the waters of, especially nowadays, who they can buy out, right? Just like Microsoft did with Activision Blizzard. I mean, obviously the biggest acquisition we've ever seen. So to think that there aren't giant industry leaders seeing what they could do about buying out other big giant industry leaders still at this point, I mean, you've got to always know that that's something that they're always dipping their toes into the waters there to see what the potential is, right? So those rumors are always going to kind of be underlying what's going on in the business side of the industry. We've heard it before. I really that one with Microsoft already being a PC leader and Valve being the major PC gaming platform, I agree, dude. I don't think that the FTC would ever allow that to happen. It's a little bit different than the Activision Blizzard situation. And I don't see them allowing that. I really don't. And again, my sentiments, I'll stick with my sentiments. Please, gamer gods, dear Lord, please, gamer gods, don't ever let that happen. Jesus Christ, it would be so bad for everybody. Yeah. How you doing, Tin Win? Happy Thursday, buddy. Mattel and Outright, but thanks for letting me know that it's circulating again, the rumors are. Mattel and Outright Games reveal multi-year video games partnership. Yeah. Right, exactly. Exactly, dude. Mattel and Outright Games have revealed a new video game partnership that came with 3 new game announcements for 2024. Mattel announced Video Game Alliance with Outright Games, launching 3 new titles in this year. Upcoming games include Matchbox Driving Adventures, Monster High Skulltimate Secrets, and Barbie Project Friendship. Yay! Partnership aligns with Mattel's digital expansion, building on 48 million monthly players in 2023. Outright Games and Mattel to innovate and deliver digital gaming experiences for iconic global brands. Yeah, so this brand new multi-year partnership is going to make video games based on their properties, Mattel and Outright Games. Outright has already had several successes with Cartoon Network, DC Comics, and Nickelodeon, just to name a few, producing family-friendly titles for kids and adults alike. That will continue now with Mattel, as they have announced 3 new games that we just talked about. The rest is really just quotes from both companies about how excited they are about this partnership and everything. We will see what comes, all right? But just know that if you're interested in any of those titles, or you're interested in Mattel products or Outright Games and the things they've done before, this is a new partnership, and there will be things coming out of this partnership, okay? Hideo Kojima shares Death Stranding 2 update, giving another tease for Death Stranding 2. Fans have been waiting with bated breath for more news about Death Stranding 2 on the beach since the game was first announced by Kojima at the Game Awards in 2022. While Death Stranding 2 isn't due out until next year, many fans are hoping that Kojima and his team might make an appearance at Summer Games Fest. Probably so, because it'll be Summer Games Fest as its own showcase, is hosted by Jeff the Muppet Keighley, and he loves having, you know, people like Kojima on. So I like Kojima. I'm not real excited about where Kojima's headed with a lot of his products nowadays. It seems like he needs to just go make movies, honestly. I'm never against the immersion of having more realistic video games and stuff, but I am worried about where this is headed. It seems like Kojima might be headed more along the lines of something like what Hellblade 2 is. You know, more of like interactive cinematic experiences than actual video games nowadays. With potentially, I'm not sure about that, but it seems like that could be the case. I'm a little bit worried about it. Many fans are hoping that Kojima and his team might make an appearance at Summer Games Fest to give us another look at the upcoming game. Kojima provided players with a slight update that it is great news for anyone wanting to see Death Stranding 2 launch. I don't think Death Stranding will be very interactive. It'll be an evolution probably of Death Stranding 1, but the other things he's working on seem like they would be better off just being a movie or something. But he's very innovative. He has been for a long time. And I don't really know for sure. I'm worried. There's so many industry leaders that and big giant developers, and you know, they just seem like they're more interested in making a visual experience than they are actually in making true video games anymore. And it's a turnoff for me. And that's where it seems almost to me like that's where Kojima's headed. And for me, for those people, I just go make a movie or go make a TV series. It seems weird to me that there's this want to make video games more into more of what we already have in TV shows and movies, and take out a lot of the interactability of you controlling what's happening in the games and stuff like that, and just make them more of a visual experience. There's nothing necessarily wrong with those, but it seems like it's happening in a more prevalent and level than it ever has before. Kojima's update was originally reported by Famitsu when translated by Automaton Media. Famitsu noticed the director provided a small update during the second episode of his NHK radio show. The director said the team had finished shooting and recording with Death Stranding 2 cast, which is an important milestone, especially with a Kojima Productions game. That studio loves long cutscenes, so finishing that work now gives the team plenty of time to iron out the details. In fact, Kojima said as much later in the episode, claiming the team will now enter what it calls the adjustment phase. While in this phase of development, the team is focused on key details like making the gameplay well and improving the fun factor. Importantly, Kojima expects the team to stay in this phase for about a year. If that timetable is accurate, we might see Death Stranding 2 on the beach launch next summer. We'll keep track. But I think it's a pretty safe bet that we will see something Kojima focused during the June showcases coming up. Yeah. Nintendo adds a new Paper Mario 1000-Year Door reward ahead of the release. So just hours away from release, fans celebrate with new freebies from My Nintendo. This was yesterday, by the way. The first of these is a physical, so this is already out, and the game is a physical reward for 550 platinum points. Users can snag a Paper Mario character notepad. Features 20 designs across 60 pages. Bottom of each page features a Nintendo character, including favorites like Mario, Peach, and Bowser, as well as original characters from the game such as Vivian, Flurry, and Professor Frankly. Also comes with a paper airplane, which seems to feature Mario and Goombella. They have a link so you can check out all the rewards. And these, you can see some of them, like there's the paper airplane, there's the notepad stuff. Some other Mario freebies. Retro Nintendo GameCube cover, printed out and inserted into the game's case for 30 platinum points. And a printable door card and scrapbook kit, both for 30 platinum points as well. So if you're interested in any of that, I'll link this to you, okay? And here's our leak from Tuesday that we got from Soup. This is off of Reset Era, by the way, which says that there's a leak regarding Switch 2 hardware shipments showing system RAM, storage, and other console information. Soup, thank you for this, buddy. I appreciate it. So let's dive in here and see what we got. From Famaboards and Anukaj, a detailed breakdown of what was found. Even after the RAM and storage side, there's so much in the March shipment data, I don't even know where to begin. So far, nothing else at that level has popped up. More along the lines of what I was originally saying before those were found. Won't be comprehensive. I'll have to keep following up. I may also repeat some things that others have posted. So apologies in advance. Some things in here were discovered and or researched by Thractor, Luigi Blood, and others. Even though this is potentially very good leaked information about specs they got from shipping of products, we're also talking about the thing, and we'll read about this and find out why, but you know, this hardware is not supposed to be released until the beginning of next year. We're talking probably 7 or 8 months from now, something like that. Maybe even 9 months. So why it's getting shipped around, where people are able to just get their hands on it and run specs and stuff, I don't know. But maybe we'll find that out. So I think that what you have to do here is take this with a grain of salt. It does appear that this could be substantial. It could be information to go off of. This could also be hardware that changes a little bit as we get the final product, right? Because we know that they're not shipping out consoles for retail yet. There's no way. There's no way they're shipping out consoles for retail yet. Right? What these probably are, I would say, is probably consoles to do development with. Something like that. We'll read and find out, but there's the potential for specs to change, I think, a little bit. And it should at least probably give us some kind of idea of what to expect hardware-wise. So we'll read into it. Keep it in mind for what to expect, but I would say grain of salt here also, okay? Be careful. I guess I'll start by saying, I'm reading this now, start by saying with reasonable confidence that HGU 1100 is the console. HGU 1110 is the left Joy-Con, 1120 is the right Joy-Con, 1130 is the dock. Not 100% confident, so take all of this with a grain of salt. There are enough different listings that hint at this being the case. It matches how the numbers of 700, 710, 720, and 730 were used for the original Switch. Grain of salt, bear that information in mind when I or anyone else posts a listing containing one of those HGU codes. Also, listings that don't have any product codes on them at all, or at least not recognizable ones. Sometimes we see Nintendo's name pop up if we're looking, but sometimes we just have to guess or assume. And that should be a good reminder not to consider anything 100% set in stone, like I just said. Adding together all of that with incomplete or questionable translated descriptions, etc. Anyway, on to some of the listings. This is the 6GB RAM chip. 2 will be used for a total of 12 gigs. Here's Micron's page for it. They've got a link here. It is listed as LPDDR5, having a speed of 7500 MTS, which is an LPDDR5X speed, so that's kind of strange. The page for the faster 023 version of this part also says LPDDR5, but I noticed that when filtering by type, 023 actually does show up under a LPDDR5X filter. So this is the 256 gigabyte UFS 3.1 storage chip. I think speed estimates and such have already also been posted. This the other big one alongside with the RAM and storage, T239. In fact, the Switch 2 SoC with its proper NVIDIA production part number. The Tegra X1 and the original Switch had a part number of 0DNX02A2, while the TX1 Plus Mariko is 0DNX10-A1. The O0 or the ODN is from Odin, NVIDIA, and also Nintendo's codename for the motherboard, and sometimes sorted by extension the console itself. Side note, I've always thought it was OD in X02 using the Switch's codename of NX, but it's actually ODN. So what we have for T39 is the code GML. I don't think we can determine much from the shipment listing, though I'm sure there will be just discussions on a revision tape-out process. Barrage of other unconfirmed Switch 2 microchips. The first is a Realtek audio codec chip. Next is NFC RFID reader. So Amiibo support will live on. Realtek DisplayPort HDMI converter, which supports HDMI 2.1. Next is Realtek Ethernet controller, found in the dock likely, right? Finally is a microcontroller based on the Cortex M0 Plus. My bad. Now we're really getting into it. CJR and CJL are most likely to right and left Joy-Con. Mainboard is something current Joy-Cons have. Let's see. Let's just... Man, this is a lot. Let's get in the meat here. Nothing for the screen yet, really. Definitively. Protective case for video game console. So this is what Neozon said. Handheld right above PS4 before DLSS. That's what everybody's kind of been expecting, is between PS4 and PS5 as far as hardware specs. Docked between PS4 Pro and Xbox Series S before DLSS with more modern hardware than the former. RAM slower than PS5, Xbox Series X and S in the speed department, but more capacity than Xbox Series S. Should have 10.5 to 11 gigabytes of RAM available to games going by the Switch 1's RAM allotment for its operating system. Storage UFS 3.1's max speed should be a hair under the Xbox Series X and S, 2.1 gigabyte per second versus 2.4 gigabyte per second. Still plenty fast, even if not maxed out. Lines up with what Digital Foundry and Nate Drake heard about decompression techniques, fast load times of the Breath of the Wild tech demo. Asterisk. Not only is the Switch 2 ARM-based rather than x86-like systems compared, it's also NVIDIA versus AMD. Plenty of factors at play to where it's not an apples-to-apples comparison, plus the native tensor cores on the Switch 2 will allow for DLSS, letting the system punch above its weight and decrease the size of the gap between it and the XS. Nintendo could throttle down the SoC to the floor, but I'm not sure it'll be a doomsday scenario since this is a custom chip to begin with. And a summary from Seraph. 1,536 CUDA cores, 48 tensor cores, 12 RT cores. Ampere architecture with features backported from ADA, 8 times ARM A78C file decompression engine, 12 gigabytes of RAM like we just read about, and 256 UFS 3.1. Yeah. Yep. Okay. So it's about on par with what we were expecting. This is more definitive information if it holds true, right? But this is about on par with what we were expecting out of the new Switch hardware, yeah? Somewhere between PS4 and PS5. As you can see, if it's in the handheld state, you're talking about if this holds true. Again, grain of salt here, man, because this is not official. It's not definitive. Things could potentially change a little bit before this hardware even pushes out, if this is even on par, right? right above a PS4, basically stat-wise, performance-wise, before DLSS. And that's if you're just using it as a handheld. If it's docked, you're talking about between a PS4 Pro and an Xbox Series S performance-wise before DLSS with more modern hardware than an Xbox, or before, excuse me, more modern hardware than the PS4 Pro, okay? So that's what we can expect right now. And thank you, Soup, for this. I appreciate it, buddy. Everybody jamming? We jamming? Arrowhead Game Studios wants to be the next From Software. As I said when I pulled this article up, these are great goals to have. To have ambitions to be the next studio comparable to From Software. Great goal. Also, very, very lofty ambitions. You know? You've got a lot of work to do. Let's go, True. They're on the right track, I think. But again, I think when you talk about From Software, you talk about a company that has been doing good things for a long time. And they've got a huge fan base because they have been doing good things for a long time. And that's what you need to see from Arrowhead if that's who they want to be. Right? With the success of Helldivers 2, Arrowhead Game Studios has some big new aspirations. In a new interview with GamesIndustry.biz, former CEO and now Chief Creative Officer John Pilstead said the studio wants to become the next major studio like Blizzard or From Software. Ooh. Can we just keep it From Software and not Blizzard, please? Jesus Christ. I think there's one of these that you should be aspiring to be like, and one of these you absolutely should not. We pride ourselves on being an independent studio, he told the outlet when talking about making the games they want. We have to see what the future holds, but there's nothing in the plans where we want to be acquired by somebody. I want to see how high we can fly. And bringing Shams on board, we have a good potential to realize the future of turning into the next From Software or Blizzard. Blizzard is not independent. FromSoft. Is FromSoft independent? No. I thought Sony was one of the owners, but I couldn't remember. Yeah, Katakawa Corporation and Sony, right? So it's funny that, you know, here's what's funny to me. They say that we pride ourselves in being an independent studio. There's nothing in the plans where we want to be acquired by somebody. And then their quote is saying that they want to be the next From Software or Blizzard. You know who they should have been saying? We want to be the next Larian. Why are they saying we want to be the next From Software or Blizzard? I'm okay with FromSoft. They're a great developer. Not Blizzard for sure. But neither one of these are independent studios. They should have said something like Larian. How that looks exactly isn't clear because it's not something that happens overnight. Even with the fast rise of Helldivers 2, new CEO Shams, what is that? Georgiani says he knows there's work to be done, but that doesn't want the company to lose focus on why they do what they do. This is the important thing. And I think, look, let me say something here. This is what will make Arrowhead Games stand out moving forward in either being a company more like Larian or turning into a company like Blizzard. Are you going to be able to maintain this mindset of focusing on why you're doing what you do, right? creating amazing pieces of gaming, you know, software that you're passionate about, and you're doing it while keeping your fans in mind and taking care of your employees, and you know, which in turn makes you a great business as well, a lucrative business, a profitable business, are you going to turn into Blizzard, who sells out, sells your soul, and is just concerned with money, wholly, solely money? You don't listen to your fan base anymore. You don't take care of your employees. You turn into, you know, a Bobby Kotick scenario, you know? Which way is it going to go? If you maintain a focus, we talk about this all the time in this channel, right? You maintain a focus of what has made you so great up to this point, as Arrowhead Games is right now beloved by so many people, and you keep maintaining that integrity and you know, that mindset of doing this kind of work moving forward, you're golden. But if you lose that, you will be the next Blizzard. And I don't think that's what you want to be. It's weird to see this as a quote. I don't want to see them be the next Blizzard. What a terrible corporation. They were great once upon a time. One of my favorite developers once upon a time. Blizzard's terrible now. They're disgusting. We will see growth, but growth as a means to an end, not as an end itself, Jajani said. We don't have plans to go public, none of those shenanigans. Measured growth that allows us to make amazing games and be a good place to work. We don't run the business for monetary gain, Pilstead said. The humbleness and the desire to just make great games is the only reason we exist. Again, great quote. But why are you saying things like, we want to be the next Blizzard, instead of saying something more along the lines of, you want to be the next Larian, when that is something much more comparable to what you're talking about? Blizzard is not what you're talking about. This is weird. We'll see what happens. I don't like that quote, dude. Yeah. Yeah, Vault. Yeah. I don't like that quote. It makes it feel fake. It makes it... These quotes feel fake whenever they say, you know, we don't run the business for monetary gain. The humbleness and the desire to make great games is the only reason we exist. And then they say, we want to be the next Blizzard. Sorry, now I don't believe you. I don't believe you now. These quotes don't hold weight for me now. If you cannot see as a gaming developer what Blizzard is, as opposed to what you're trying to tell everybody you want to be, and you're not comparing yourself to other companies, like, again, I think the perfect thing for them to currently in the industry compare themselves to, much more along these lines, would be Larian. This isn't going to hold weight with me. If you can't see the difference between a company like Blizzard and what this quote is, you're doomed. PlayStation's working on a new platform for free-to-play mobile games. A new job listing is looking for a software engineer to design the platform. Sony is working on a new platform focused on free-to-play mobile games. As spotted by Tweaktown, the company has posted a new job listing for a mobile platform architect. According to the listing, the role, which will come under the PlayStation Studios mobile department, will involve hiring an experienced software engineer to design PlayStation's platform for developing, publishing, and operating free-to-play mobile games. It adds, an individual in this role will spearhead the design and implementation of this platform, work in partnership with internal teams to connect mobile games to PlayStation services and ensure that all mobile games meet PlayStation's quality standards. The successful applicant, who should have more than 8 years of professional experience in the mobile games industry, will design the system architecture and back-end services for the mobile games platform, and establish pipelines and processes to facilitate the delivery of high-quality software, among other roles. Over the past few years, Sony has been building a team of experienced mobile talent, hiring people from Apple, Kabam, Meta, Tencent, Super Evil Megacorp, Samsung, Niantic, Zynga, Riot, and more. However, last year its mobile division lost 2 top executives weeks apart. Xbox has also been working on its own mobile games division and plans to launch a web-based mobile game store in July in an attempt to compete with Apple's App Store and the Google Play Store. Microsoft Store will launch with their own games and additional content for their said games, and will eventually be open to third-party publishers as well. Well, we'll see what happens with PlayStation here. I mean, look, the mobile market is insanely lucrative. It really is. What they say, 2022 revenue for consoles was $30 billion. PC was like $45 billion. And then I think that mobile was somewhere around 115 billion. So absolutely obliterating both PC and console gaming in the gaming side of things. It's crazy. It's just crazy. Rumor! Sony Days of Play promotion leak reveals start date. This is what I've been waiting to find out. Like I said, the Sony's State of Play showcase for the summer always takes place at the end of this month. And last year, it was either on the 23rd or 24th, so I was expecting it to be sometime very, very soon. But what we're hearing is maybe it's this coming Tuesday, okay? PlayStation's Days of Play promotion is rumored to start next week, offering discounts on games and hardware. So basically their summer sale, right? Price cuts are expected for PlayStation Plus members and accessories, and PS5 prices might see a $50 drop as well. The Days of Play event could coincide with a rumored May 2024 PlayStation Showcase, hinting at exciting game reveals for fans. Alright? So this was one of the big things I found this morning. This is what I wanted to touch on. There's no need in reading the rest of this because we have this up as well. So, leaked PlayStation May showcase date. The possibly leaked date for the rumored PlayStation May 2024 showcase is May 28th. That would be this coming Tuesday. This comes courtesy of Xbox Era co-founder Shapshal Nick on Twitter. It's mentioned by Nick that it should be around this date, presumably meaning it could land on May 29th instead, depending on your time zone. Let's not let that happen because that would be Wednesday and I usually off that day. If it does happen, I'll probably just go live and watch it, okay? Know that. These showcases are very important to me. I know they're very important to you guys as well. If we have big showcases happening on a Wednesday, what I'll probably do is go live for them, okay? I won't be going live for like video gaming news. I won't be going live to play games. But even though that is my normal day off to get work done and to do live things, if I can swing it, if I don't have live things planned, then that would conflict, then I will go live so we can watch this kind of stuff together if it happens to coincide with my day off on Wednesdays, okay? So, I'm hearing the PlayStation show again, still not sure on its label, should be around the 28th, give or take for time zones and such, I guess. Yeah, last year's event happened on today, but a year ago, right? Like I was saying, which was a Wednesday. Meanwhile, the last State of Play event happened on September 14th, which was a Thursday. Exhibitions from Sony typically take place on either Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. So if an event is going to happen this month, it needs to happen next week. And again, it would probably either be Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, right? Yeah, if they do have an event, which is very, very likely, what we should expect would be like Silent Hill 2 stuff, right? The new Lego Horizon Adventures, which we've talked about. This is one of the things I've been talking about. Obviously, we got Ghost of Tsushima now on PC, but I think the next big game coming from like PC or PS exclusive to PC would be God of War Ragnarok, yeah? And if you remember, God of War, 2018's God of War, came out to PC in 2021. So it was 3 years. God of War Ragnarok came out at the end of 2022. But PlayStation's also been saying that they want to be more aggressive in releasing their exclusive games, their proprietary games on PC. They want to be more aggressive. They want to make it happen faster. So is there a chance that we're going to get God of War Ragnarok on PC maybe this winter? A year faster than we got 2018's God of War on PC? I think there's a potential for that. And if that's the case, if that's what's like PlayStation, Sony, and Santa Monica Studios are shooting for in getting that port done and getting it over to PC faster, then maybe we get it this holiday season, right? Which would mean 2 years as opposed to 2018's God of War, which took 3 years, right? So I think there's the potential of that. So we'll just have to wait and see. But I've been talking about that a little bit. Isn't there also, what's the name of the other PlayStation game that's supposed to be coming out before too long? Hold on. Why am I tripping? I'm surprised Soup hasn't been saying something about it. You guys heard about Chronos Odyssey? We might get some stuff about Chronos Odyssey as well. Because Chronos Odyssey is set to be coming later this like summer, maybe fall time frame. And would it be crazy to think that we would get some new Chronos Odyssey gameplay? Look at some new gameplay from that, since that's going to be one of their games coming out exclusively, right? Is it a free-to-play game? I don't know much about it right now, to be honest. Wait, is it? It's coming to Steam too? I thought it was just PlayStation. Hold on, let me see something. It says it's coming to Steam too. We can look it up on here then. Apparently, let's look up what all platforms this is coming out on. I'd kind of forgotten about this. But I do know it's supposed to be releasing on PlayStation pretty soon. It looks like it's coming out on PC, PS5, and Xbox Series X. So it's coming out on all these. I thought it was just a PlayStation game for some reason. So maybe it won't show up on their showcase then. So let's look this up then. Subscription feature. It doesn't look like it's going to be free, I don't think. Hold on. Okay, here we go. Let's see this. Buy to play game to be published. This was 3/21/2024. So here recently this came out. Chrono Odyssey will use a buy-to-play model and not a free-to-play one as previously expected. So we will have to pay a one-time fee to access the game, but there will not be a subscription. So it's not free-to-play. It will be, you have to purchase the game, but it will not be a subscription either, okay? If you want to see more here, take a look at this. I don't know why I was thinking this was a PlayStation-only game, but we probably won't see this in the state of play then. Okay. And now we can get into Soup's Copium here. Right? Alright, man. Call of Duty Black Ops 6 teasers and key art revealed. Clip comes from a mysterious launch website that features a TV with 6 channels. Call of Duty Black Ops 6 is set to touch down before the year's out. October, I think, with publisher Activision supposedly targeting a late October release. Yes. And the marketing train has now officially left the station with the debut of the game's first and second teasers. First teaser shown in the tweet below shows live footage of a group vandalizing Mount Rushmore with banners. Whatever. We'll watch it, dude. Besides the official reveal, a blurred image purporting to be an obscured version of the game's cover art has been making the rounds, on Twitter. Even with the blur, the image clearly calls out to the cover of the first Call of Duty Black Ops title. Yeah, we all knew this is going to be a big talked about thing during the Xbox showcase, Microsoft showcase coming up in June, and they're releasing it on Game Pass day one, all that stuff. So, let me see this. This might get DMCA'd out of the new segment. I don't know. Hold on. I don't know if I want to watch this. Because here's what happens. If I watch this and they try to DMCA this, after I put my news segment up on YouTube, it'll get copyright strike and be brought down. So hold on, let me see something. It looks like everybody's got stuff up about it right now, so we'll just watch it, I guess. We'll just watch it. Yeah. It might end up getting DMCA'd still, but we'll see what happens. All right, let's see what we got here for the Call of Duty Black Ops 6 teaser.
It should wake him up.
Call of Duty.
It should wake him up.
Interesting. Give me a break. All right. Well, there was that. Yeah, Black Ops 6 versus Black Ops 1, right? 6? What happened to 5? That's funny, dude. Oh, man. Do this. This is the other teaser video, apparently.
Oh, let's go.
Okay. Cool. Thanks, Soup. Know you love your Dookie, man. GTA 6. This is another one from Soup. This will be the last one we cover today, guys. Then we're gonna go play some spaghetti aim sweaty shooter stuff, dude. Have some fun before I have to call it and get ready for our anniversary stream tomorrow. But GTA 6 publisher CEO says he wants to vastly over-deliver on price and offer more value than what we charge. So before I even read this, let me just say here, saying something and actually seeing the delivery on these kinds of sentiments is what needs to be done here. We've heard companies and CEOs and COOs, and we've heard we've had smoke blown up our asses forever about this kind of stuff, time and time again, dude, about what they're gonna do for us and how good their stuff's gonna be and how it's definitely gonna be worth our money, and how often have we been bit with buyer's remorse because they actually didn't deliver on what they were promising. Okay, so it's easy to say this kind of crap, really easy. Delivering on it is the tough part. So I'll believe it when I see it. Okay, I hope that they do. For everybody that's a fan of this franchise and everybody that's hyped up about GTA 6, I hope so. But I'll believe it when I see it. GTA 6's publisher was the first to charge $70 for new games. Yeah, and you can bet your ass they're gonna charge you big time for GTA 6. Not just off the shelf, not just retail. They're going to get theirs. In-game monetization, battle pass subscriptions, you name it. They're going to figure it out. They're going to get it from you. They're going to make you pay. GTA 6's publisher is focused on over-delivering content compared to the game's price tag. Wants to make sure any price tag is good news for players. Right. Any price tag is good news for players. As first reported by GameSpot, Take-Two CEO Strauss Zelnick was recently asked on an earnings call for his thoughts on pricing for the publisher's entire catalog, as well as the GTA franchise in particular. Look, he says, there's more content constantly being made available. We really aim to deliver great value at any given time, Zelnick responded. We're so focused on delivering more value than what we charge. That's sort of the rubric, the Take-Two CEO added. Zelnick also explained that whenever Take-Two establishes a game's price, wants to make sure the price is good news for customers and that the experience vastly over-delivers compared to the price charged for the game. Obviously, GTA 6's eventual price point is what the question in the earnings call was getting at here, but it's one that Zelnick sidesteps addressing directly. Cast your mind back a few years, it was actually Take-Two that first introduced the $70 price point for a game with NBA 2K21, which has since been adopted by countless other publishers for new-gen titles. Last year, Zelnick said he thought players were happy paying $70 for games. What a stupid quote. What a stupid quote. Yeah, everybody wants to pay more. Yeah, everybody's going to be happy that they're paying more for games. Come on, man. Are you guys happy when you go to the, get fuel in your car and the gas has gone up by, 25 to 50 cents? You happy about that? You happy when you go to the grocery store and you go to buy, you know, a gallon of milk and it's gone up in price, you happy about that? You know? Are you happy whenever, you know, you get an email that your subscription service that, you know, for watching TVs and movies is going up by another $3? You happy? You happy about that? You guys happy about that? So why would we be happy paying more for video games than what we had been paying previously? What an idiot. Give me a break, dude. Is he trying to like push this narrative on people or something? What an asshole. And that mindset hasn't changed. In terms of frontline pricing for NBA 2K21, I think that worked out very much as expected and as planned. It's in a premium offering at the highest possible level. The title was built from the ground up for next gen. It's the first title here that has been created that way, Zelnick said. The acceptance by consumers has been nothing short of extraordinary. Again, this isn't a commitment to raising GTA 6's price tag. It's pretty much guaranteed that you'll be paying $70 at minimum for the new game when it eventually launches. Elsewhere over the last few days, Zelnick said in an interview that Rockstar is trying to create an experience that no one has seen before. And perfection is hard to measure, but it's not simply down to there being an absence of bugs in the new game. Yeah, look, man. I mean, you guys know how I stand on this kind of premise and this sentiment here. I think that it's appropriate for people to you know, take a hard look at and everybody's got a different situation, respectively, budget-wise, and what you feel like is appropriate for paying for the amount of entertainment you're going to be getting out of a video game, right? So, you know, for me, like, I'll give you an example of a game that came out recently. I mean, that's what it sounds like, Reject, right? Trying to reverse psychology. Our fans enjoy paying more for their video games. Like, what? Shut up, dude. What? You're so full of crap. What are you talking about, dude? Yeah, it's so stupid. What? Come on, man. Jesus Christ. But back to what I was saying here. I think you talk about something like Hellblade 2, right? Now, I think, you know, as a visual experience, it's probably a very good visual experience, and it's got probably a really very well written narrative and you know, dialogue and the music's probably good and everything, but it's, you know, going to be lacking on the actual game mechanics, the gameplay side of things, and you're talking about a 6 to 8 hour experience. Is $50 worth that? For me, it's not. Absolutely not. $50 is not worth that, for sure. That's why I was telling everybody, I think the best thing you can do if you want to experience Hellblade 2, Senua's Saga Hellblade 2, I think you go get a subscription to Game Pass for a month. You play that game and be done with it. There's no replayability in it. There's no in-game grind. I think it's a single experience that could be good, but it's not worth $50. You know, personally, I don't think so. And then, you know, there's also the sentiment behind. There's like many free-to-play games out there that you can play that are really good, and you get extensive amounts of entertainment out of. And a lot of times those games, you know, and some of the better ones, in my opinion, that have been built the right way on great economies and not having pay to win, and built for the long haul. And you know, you talk about something like Warframe or you know, Path of Exile, stuff like that. But I mean, we can bring like something like Fortnite into the mix. There are a lot of fans of Fortnite, right? How much entertainment have you gotten out of something like Fortnite? Or, you know, like Warframe, and you've not had to pay a single cent of real world money because it's a free to play title. And is it appropriate for you to at some point take a look at how much time and enjoyment you've gotten out of that piece of entertainment and say, I should probably support these developers a little bit? I do think so. I think that's right. There's also a difference between that and these companies railroading us, right? I do think so. I think there's an appropriate amount of, you know, like, Dave the Diver was $20. I got 55 hours out of it. That's amazing. Yeah. But then you want to compare like Senua Saga Hellblade 2, $50 for 6 to 8 hours worth of gameplay, to something like Stray, which was a banger, and it was a shorter game too, but it was only $25 to $30, I think, and you got, you know, somewhere between probably roughly 9 to 10 hours out of it. Everybody's gonna feel a little bit different, but I think this is a conversation we have to start having, and for each individual, it's subjective, right? I mean, we're talking about a very subjective kind of thing here for each individual person with your budget, but I think people have to be a little bit more concerned with taking a hard look at what some of these companies are trying to do to us here. And I think GTA 6 is obviously going to be a game filled with really good content, right? But come on, man, you've got a CEO here, right? You've got a CEO here trying to convince people that they should be happier paying more money for games. And it's not as cut and dry as that, right? That's a stupid ass quote. You know, there's a lot of gray area in here. People have to be more critical thinkers as far as this industry is concerned, and as far as you are as a consumer, in addressing what makes sense as far as what you're getting out of your content for what you're paying for it, right? I don't know. I do think that this game is going to be very expensive on the front end and the back end. This game's going to be very expensive. Is that going to be worth how much entertainment you're getting out of it? Maybe. Everybody's going to feel a bit different about that, though. Be careful, man. Be careful. Hot garbage game. Yeah, there's not really hardly any gameplay in Hellblade 2. I never expected there to be. I agree. Yeah, the visual experience, that's about it. Yep. That's the news, my dudes. Soup, thanks for all the articles. Even if it was taking me a bit to discern where you were where you were trying to go with all of them. You're a trip, dog. We're gonna play X Defiant today. It was a great news segment, guys. It's gonna be a banger of a day. We're gonna have a good day. Tomorrow is our 3-year anniversary. You absolute legends, dude. Time flies when you're having fun, guys. Let me tell you what, dude. And I never want to do anything else, ever. It's you know, my ability to do this every day. This is my therapy. You guys are my therapy, dude. You guys helping me to have even more fun, enjoying what I've always been so passionate about, anyways, which is video games. This is I never want to do anything else. This is my jam, dude. And getting to you know, have a bit of a celebration every year, doing the anniversary and just, you know, celebrating that fact is really special for me. So we're gonna do that tomorrow, man. It'll be a good day. It'll be chill. We're gonna play some Colonel Sanders Dating Simulator, which should be funny. We'll probably do some community games. We'll laugh a lot. We'll look at a lot of last year's clips and highlights and see if I might have some other stuff up my sleeve for you guys, depending on what I can get done tonight. But it's going to be a good day tomorrow. Great start to the day today. Great news segment. We're going to move on and play X Defiant for the rest of the day. We're going to have some fun with that, doing some spaghetti aim sweatiness. And hopefully everybody will stick around and have some fun with that. But if anybody's been hanging out this morning, you're not familiar with what we do on the constant, or if you're watching this as a VOD later on, we do this 6 days a week. We always start off with video gaming news beginning at 6 a.m. CST, CDT, that is 7 a.m. Eastern or 4 a.m. Pacific time. Trying to stay current with what's going on in the industry, all the new things that are happening, as well as promoting a healthier industry for ourselves as the consumers of these products, and shining a light on some of the maybe nastier sides of what's happening in the industry, and lifting up the companies that are doing right by us and doing good things in the industry as well, you know. After that, we go playing games all day for the rest of the stream like we're about to do right now, and we have a great time doing it. This is a community that is always centered around being welcoming and inviting, inclusive, having a good time, lifting each other up, creating long-lasting friendships, and being void of negativity and toxicity, and just having a good time, spreading good vibes, man, enjoying the world that we all love so much of video games. So if you can dig that, come be a part of what we do when we're doing it, all right? Other than that, stay healthy, stay safe, be kind. I'm going to run us an outro real quick so that we can kind of sum up this video gaming news segment real quick. But as soon as that's over, I'll be right back up here, and we will start getting prepared for playing some X Defiant today, all right? You guys rock. I'll see you in 1 second.